Hello, Greymains. Welcome back. When you start in an RPG, you get overwhelmed by all the information you get, skill trees, equipment, maps, quests. So I came up with a little guide of early upgrade materials you will be needing in the early locations so you can keep upgrading and farming. Let's do this. So the first two materials will be the chore hair hide and the small bones. These are the easiest to get and also the ones you will need to farm the most since they upgrade a lot of your equipment. For example, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. For specifically for your earrings, for your necklace, I'm sorry, and your rings, you will need a lot, but I mean a lot of small bones. And also for your specifically the boots and the gloves, you will need a lot of short hair height. You will also come across another materials like large bones and long hair height as well, but you don't need them so much as you will be needing these ones that I'm giving you in this case, and as you can see in the demonstration, of course. Now I just want to clarify that this list will be only for some of the early materials that you will be needing and their early locations, right? So we will be only focusing maybe a little in Hernan and a little in Paylun, okay? All right, so you can find or farm all these materials early on in the game with any mid-sized animals you find in the woods, specifically deer, goats, and also wolves, and any mid-sized animal will do. Okay, third one, copper ore. For me, this is the material that gave me more problems at the beginning because yeah, I needed to find it in order to upgrade my equipment, right? You will need this in order to upgrade your helm, your armor, your weapons as well, the early parts in this case. And you can see that in the northeast of Hernan, there are a lot. But yeah, each one only gives you like three, so yeah, that was the part that was a little complicated, right? I will give you a rundown here on the equipment and how many you might be needing. In this case, early stages. As you can see, even though I have been playing for a lot, I don't have that many because, as I said, you come along with them, but yeah, they run out really fast. Yeah, I've been also upgrading equipment for Unka and for Damien since I'm trying to get them all to the same level as Cleve. So that's kind of expensive, but yeah, I'm trying to get to the DLC with everything and ready to fight with all of them at the same time. Yeah, so yeah, make sure that you pause the video so you can see the locations and find it on your own. Okay, let's continue with the next one. So this is a bonus because it's actually very close to Howling Hill. There is a diamond ore that is near your camp. You will find it in a little hole that you will see in that specific location. You can gather some and you will be needing it because some of your jewelry actually requires diamonds, specifically your earrings and all that. So there you have it. Now, bloodstones. That is another story, completely different, right? You will need bloodstones in order to upgrade your weapons. Your first weapon, in this case, your sword, and if you're using a sword, or your secondary, and also your shield. There are very few locations in Hernan. In this case, I think it's just around five, and that's it. That's it, and I was able to find most of them. And then I double checked with other with the maps and everything. And yeah, there's only like five. You will be getting more when you start, going into Palun, and that's when you start like you being able to actually upgrade. Or if you like farming, you will get it in no time. In that case, okay. Okay, the next two materials will be first off the silver ore. uh, you will be able to find silver ore mostly behind waterfalls or in caves. And also, every time you find a cave, you will also find a chest, right? And some specific equipment like cuckoo shoes or stuff like that, right? So just for you to know. Also, it is very important whenever you're about to find one of these caves, you will notice that there will be some sort of small pieces of silver or gold, I'm sorry, in the stones. So you will know for sure that there is an entrance in there just in case that you find one on your own, so you will know how they look, right? And okay, so there's two locations in there that I just placed on the map. There will be a third one in this case that is a little on the top. This one is a little tricky because it is here on this location that is called the ancient rift, and that's a little complicated, especially if you go at nights. But you need to go to that specific location and go up. It's not behind the waterfall, it's on top of the waterfall, and then you will find some boots in there. And this last location is a mine. All you need to go find the mining zone, and then you go in and you find the silver. And then for gold or there are only three locations early game. There is one that you can find right away near the eminence in this case, that is in this location over here. That is a cave. So you just go there. Gold mines do not have chests, only the gold mine, but you will get like at least 12 ores per location or more, depending if you have any special abyss gear. There's the second one is over here in the mountains in Palun, and the third one is pretty close. You can see it a little bit to the left in the bottom, and just here. There you go. Those are the three locations. And all right, and my last important material will be ivory in this case. This one you will find at the very end game, most likely in Crimson Desert on that specific location. If you come to this river, in this case, you will always find lots of elephants, as you can see there in the back. And yeah, unfortunately, you need to kill innocent animals in order to get this. It's a game, but still aches my heart. And there you go. Oh, you only need it actually to upgrade your cloak. So there you go, guys. If you find this video helpful, just give me a like, and please, 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 guys, keep gaming. Have a good one.